Hey everyone, I have another concept about H2O that I want to share with you. But first, I got an email from YouTube that said, congrats on passing 100 subscribers. Yay! So I just want to thank my first 100 followers for supporting the videos on this channel. It means a lot, and this whole YouTube experience has been an adventure, and I think it's cool to share some milestones along the way. And I really hope that my perspective on H2O helps give you guys some insight on how things work in the real world and on a universal scale. So when I make these videos, I use an iPhone, Apple wireless keyboard and trackpad, a MacBook Pro, and I also have an iPad and AirPods. Are you starting to see the pattern? Most of the equipment I use are made by Apple. So why is that? Well, it's simple. Apple, they make their own hardware and software. Then they seamlessly engineer them into a product that is highly functional and reliable. In addition to that, they have an ecosystem of products that seamlessly connect with each other. Here's why that's important. When we compare this to other products that are on the market, whose hardware and software are not seamlessly engineered, the potential of people getting hurt increase because the product design wasn't well thought out, rendering it unsafe. Long story short, the product is dysfunctional. Which brings us to seamless integration. Smooth and continuous, with no apparent gaps or spaces between one part and the next. This concept is present in all forms of life, from the most complex right down to the most simplistic forms. And as a matter of fact, we wouldn't exist without it. Let me explain. In this video, I'm going to take you guys on a journey of real-world experiences and scenarios of how seamless integration is fundamental to all forms of life, starting with this iPhone. There are 34 individual components in this iPhone 6. And with clever engineering in hardware and software, Apple seamlessly integrates the components to create a functional, revolutionary product. But as we all know, the iPhone did not make itself. Apple has 147,000 highly skilled employees that have unique jobs in specialized departments for product development. When the people from different departments seamlessly coordinate their job with other departments, the results are seen in all their products. When we take a closer look, companies are just groups of people working together for a common goal. On average, there are 30 trillion cells in the human body, grouped into 11 major systems. Here again we see seamless integration from one system to another. And when we zoom into one of the systems, the circulatory system, the heart has 13 distinct parts. When these parts seamlessly integrate their function, blood gets pumped and reaches every cell in the body. When we zoom in even closer, we arrive at the cellular level. The cell has 13 parts, and the clear jelly substance, that's cytoplasm, and it takes up to 90% of the cell. It supports the tiny organs and bridges the gaps between the different parts in the cell. Again, seamless integration. Are you beginning to see the pattern? When we zoom in right down to the atomic level, the cytoplasm is composed of 85% water. Welcome to ground zero. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because water is so familiar to us in this environment, we assume that it's flat. But if we change the environment where the force of gravity and the pressure from the container are no longer a factor, then we have water in its true form, a perfect sphere. Now sometimes the only way to see things as they truly are, we have to learn to use our imagination in finding ways to remove the forces and the pressure that influence our perception of how we see the universe. Remember that. So with the cohesive attraction of trillions upon trillions of H2O molecules tightly linked together, we have 100% integration of H2O molecules that take the shape of a sphere. A shape that is 100% seamless, with no corners, no gaps or spaces, and one surface. And it's also 100% stable, the perfect foundation to build on. So what you're seeing now is the shape of water without any external influences, the universal expression of seamless integration at its finest. So the key takeaway in this video is that water seamlessly connects all the vital systems in every living thing, making it the most valuable and important building block that supports all life. So with that in mind, we can apply its principles into building other things, like companies or products, like this iPhone. What do you guys think? Is it just coincidence? Let me know in the comments below. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and let's stay hydrated, because water is the only substance in the whole universe capable of seamlessly integrating our whole entire body to function at peak efficiency.